guys, my name's Danny, aka Thrift Fish, and I'm an online fashion reseller, so I sell used and sometimes new clothing on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. Today I'm going to be going over a couple of Bolo brands, and if you don't know what Bolo brands are, they are, the word Bolo stands for be on the lookout. So these are brands that are, if you look up sold comps on Poshmark or eBay, these are things that are selling for a high dollar amount right now, things that will sell quickly, things that are trending, brands that are just really hot and now, and things that when you're out at the thrift store you should be looking for or know in case you run into it. Keep it in the back of your mind. I currently have a Bolo list on my phone. I built it in December and I am checking off brands as I go. So the way that I'm going to do this video is I'm going to tell you 5 Bolo brands off of my list that I've found recently, what they are, what some recent comps look like on those brands. I'm also then going to move on to 5 surprise Bolos. So these are Bolo brands that I did not have on my list, I didn't know about, I didn't know they existed until I found them in the thrift store, and by using clues of material and the way a certain tag looked, and then looking them up on Poshmark, I found out that they were Bolos. And then I will close with 5 up next Bolos. So 5 brands on my list that I am specifically looking for next. So I'm going to take you through all of those. If I have the item up for sale or if I've sold it, I will show it to you. And I will also show you some recent comparable solds on Poshmark. So we will do first 5 Bolo brands that I've found recently. Number 1 being Christy Dawn. So I found a gorgeous Christy Dawn dress at the ThredUp warehouse outlet. It was in fantastic condition. It actually sold yesterday. So I'll put that up on the screen. It seems to be very prairie style. The dresses are very pretty. They sell for a really good amount. So I'm definitely continuing to keep my eyes peeled for Christy Dawn. That was a very exciting find, especially since it sold very quickly and for a good amount of money. The next Bolo brand that I found recently is Whistles. This item is actually still available in my closet. It is a really cute wrap back jumpsuit, but take a look through these recent comps. Whistles is a very a good brand to pick up, in my opinion. I'm hoping that that jumpsuit sells fast. Who knows, maybe I'll come back and report to you that it wasn't worth picking up, but I have a feeling that it will sell well, even if it sits for a little while. Next is The Great. This was definitely on my Bolo list. I was very excited to find this one. I'd love to actually start finding their pieces for myself to wear. This is just a really cute floral sweatshirt that sold very quickly from an offer on Poshmark. So take a look through these recent comps as well. Next, I didn't find super recently, but within the last 1 or 2 months, I found Ula Johnson. Again, this is another like prairie boho vibe. So I found a dress. I do believe I also found this dress at ThredUp outlet. I know I talk a lot about the ThredUp outlet, but it's just been an incredible sourcing spot for me. So again, this was a great dress. I don't think it sold super quick, but it did sell pretty quickly. So Ula Johnson is definitely one to keep your eyes out for. And the last Bolo that I've found recently that was on my list is Loeffler Randall. This is mostly pertaining to shoes. I know their boots do really well. I actually found a pair of leopard print calf hair, or some kind of animal print. I might be saying the type of animal wrong. Animal print, calf hair, heeled, slide, mules. They're really cute. They are actually still for sale in my closet. I'm hoping that they sell for a high amount. They're really pretty. It's like the only one of that exact style I could find on Poshmark. It does have a lot of interest. It just hasn't sold yet. Now we're going to move on to 5 surprise Bolos. This one is a little hard to come up with 5, but I did do so. Some of these have sold, some of them have not, but these are brands and items that I found while I was thrifting that I didn't actually know were bolos, but once I looked them up, I found out they were bolos. So the first one is Alice McCall. This dress came up on a haul that I did on YouTube recently. I did look it up. I saw the tag and thought, this has got to be something. I looked it up on Poshmark and saw the recent comparable solds, as you'll see on the screen, and I definitely did pick up that dress. It is still for sale in my closet, but it does have a lot of interest, a lot of likes. So the next one, again, this came up recently on my What Sold video for February, Rudy Jude. I found this at the ThredUp outlet, new with tags. This is just a small, sustainable brand. They make kids clothes as well as adult clothes. It looks like they put out small collections, and there's not a whole lot on Poshmark, so you'll see some of the comps are not all for the right brand, and there's not a whole lot of them, but this sweatshirt sold quickly and to a good offer, so I wanted to include that one. The next one, this one I kind of threw on the list as I just found this brand the other day. They are listed in my Poshmark closet. They have not sold yet, but I really like this style and I was excited to list them. This is Kaima. I do believe the particular pair of sandals that I found are sold on Anthropology. They're just really cute, handmade Greek sandals. So I wanted to include that one on there. The next one is something that actually sold for me on eBay, but the comps on Poshmark are also good. This brand is Alambika, and I was surprised because the first couple times I found this brand, I actually passed it up in the thrift because it just didn't seem like it was amazing quality. But the dress I found was this long, colorful stripe, button front, flowy maxi dress, and it was just really cool, and it actually sold on eBay for me to a good offer. So that's another one to keep your eye out for. You might not necessarily recognize it right away. And the last surprise bolo for me was a shoe brand, Hispanitas, and I'm not necessarily going to recommend picking up every Hispanitas style of shoe there is, but this particular style that I found in stores sold for a good amount on eBay for me. So, and again, it might not be Poshmark where this item sells, or it could be. If you are a Poshmark and an eBay seller, this might be better for you. If not, maybe you know, the comps on Poshmark are still good, so it might be something you want to try there as well. And then the last category, 5 up next bolos for me. These are 5 brands that I really want to find. I'm specifically keeping my eye open for them, and I'll probably do a little happy dance on the day that I find them, because I'm not accepting that I'll never find them, because manifesting. Anyway, they're out there for me, and I'm gonna find them. Number 1 is Girlfriend Denim. This is just a really good denim brand, and it's been on my bolo list since I started the list. I have been adding to the list since December, but this one's been on there from day 1. So I'll be looking for them. It's Girlfriend, there's no vowels, but that's the tag. The next bolo brand I'm on the lookout for is Spell and the Gypsy Collective. You may have heard about this in other people's bolo brand videos on YouTube if you're into that. But Spell and the Gypsy, very boho, very like beachy, hippie, just kind of gorgeous pieces with a great value on Poshmark. Doen is the next brand. I really like Doen's style. As you can see, this is definitely a desirable brand to be selling on Poshmark, so I'm excited to find this one when I do. The next one, as I mentioned, this one kind of fits more back into that boho vibe, is Love Shack Fancy. Again, just a really great brand to keep your eye out for. I will be very excited on the day that I find it. And then the last is Cezanne, and I've been hoping to find Cezanne for a long time now, even before I made my bolo list. I've had some up here bolos for a while. Cezanne's definitely one of them. Again, I think this brand does a lot of collaborations. I've never found anything that has to do with Cezanne, and I'm very excited to. Very nice brand. So that's it for my Bolo brand list for today. I'll probably do more of these videos as the months roll along. Fashion and trends and brands that sell well on Poshmark are always changing. Resale values are constantly fluctuating, so you know, just because you've seen this video, if you're watching this November of 2021 or whenever you're watching it, these Bolo brands may not be relevant anymore, or maybe they will stand the test of time, who knows. But I'd like to do regular updates on these, especially as I find brands. So if I find Girlfriend or Doen or Love Shack Fancy, I'm gonna let you guys know, because I'm gonna be excited. If you have found any Bolos recently, drop them in the comments. I want to know. We can all benefit from learning new Bolo brands, and I want to celebrate your successes. So go ahead and do that. If you like this video, go ahead and click the thumbs up. If you like my content and you want to see more, go ahead and click subscribe. And that's about it for today, folks. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you again real soon.